What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy. It's like the same story, different day with this team. I don't even know what to say anymore, but I appreciate everybody for stopping by for the postgame. Before we get into anything regarding today's game, shout out to everybody currently in the chat. Let's take attendance / roll call. You guys know the deal by now. Let's start from the top. Who we got in the chat? We got Wojtek, Big Brain Borg, Lori, Jonathan, Matt, Ed King. We got Joseph, Judge Hater, Programmer. Who else we got? We got Stevie Bats. We got Isaias. We got Fritz, Jordan, Daniel, Yankees Highlights, Juan, KG Baseball, Adam. Who else we got? We got Yankees Highlights with the $3 dono. Appreciate you, my man. Waiting for those Brian Fairgoods to come on. Says, let's go, Pat. I'll take that at this point. Honestly, like, if you guys want to say let's go Pat instead of let's go Yankees, I'll take it. But give me those Brian Fairgoods. Bang, bang, bang. $3 super chat. Appreciate you, Yankees Highlights. But the Yankees did fall to the Phillies today. 8-7 in extra innings. I'll give them credit on one thing. It was a come-from-behind kind of game, right? They showed fight for the first time in a while. They were down, I believe, 7-2 at one point. And especially Jameson Taillon had such a brutal start to the day. Didn't even make it out of the first inning. But after that, the Yankees bullpen kind of kept the Phillies in check for the most part. But the Yankees made a big comeback. DJ LeMahieu with a huge 3-run home run to tie it in the ninth. You were kind of hoping that was kind of going to be the Yankees' takeoff point from there and kind of win the game. Clearly it wasn't. Shout out to Lewis for subscribing. Appreciate you. But clearly it wasn't because the Yankees just ended up losing it in the 10th. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I would have preferred to just lose 7-2 rather than like DJ getting our hopes up in the ninth and showing fight. I know it's like counterproductive to say like I'd rather them not show any fight, but I just don't like getting my hopes up. And I did get my hopes up like after that DJ home run. Clearly I was just misguided. I have no idea. But before we get into any chat comments, let's take a look at the box scores from tonight as far as pitching and hitting goes. DJ, like I mentioned, 2 for 3 today with that 3-run shot. Judge went 1 for 5. Glaber went 0 for 5. Glaber made a really nice play in the bottom of the ninth inning, though. Kind of saved the game. Was that the bottom of the ninth? I think it was. Yeah, I believe so. But Gio, 0 for 5 today. Gary went 2 for 5 with a solo shot. Shout out to Gary. Gary's been hot. Shout out to Gary Sanchez. I've been saying this for so long. The dude's not getting the credit that he deserves. But I'm just saying, shout out to Gary. But then Rougned Odor, 2 for 3, had a solo shot of his own. An absolute tank, I guess. It was kind of a home run that didn't really matter at the time, but ended up kind of propelling the Yankees to tie in the game, I guess. Stanton came in to pinch hit. A bunch of guys came in to pinch hit today. Clint, Gittins, Wade, nobody really did anything. I think Wade walked, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, moving on. Andujar went 1 for 4. Gardner went 2 for 2 with 2 walks. Shout out to Gardner. He actually had a great day. I'll give credit where credit's due. Gardner had a solid day, but Taillon pitched so poorly that he didn't even get an at-bat today. That really says a lot. But let's pull up the pitching. That's the lineup. Let's pull up the pitching. That's Boone picking his nose. Where's the pitching? There's the pitching. Wait. Where's the pitching, bro? Okay, there we go. So Taillon only recorded 1 out in today's game. 1 out. Gave up 4 runs, 1 walk. He's so lucky he didn't give up that grand slam to Andrew McCutchen. So close, bro. But shout out to Penguin for subscribing. Appreciate you, Penguin. Waddling over to Unhinged Yankees. But yeah, Taillon's very lucky. He only gave up 4 runs. It could have been a lot worse. As far as Nestor Cortez goes, he actually pitched a solid game. Shout out to Nestor Cortez Jr. I came in 3 2/3, only gave up 1 earned run, 1 walk, 6 Ks. He's actually been really solid. I'll say this right now. Nestor Cortez Jr. is better than Wandy Peralta. Someone try to discredit that opinion because it's not possible. He's a better pitcher than Wandy Peralta. Kind of just explaining even more so that we did not need Wandy Peralta. But speaking of Peralta, he did come in for an inning of clean work. Luis Sessa came in for an inning, gave up 2 earned runs. Britton came in, clean inning, first appearance we've seen out of Britton this season, so shout out to him. He looked pretty good. Also, shout out to Garrett Martin for subscribing. Appreciate you. But Chad Green came in, 2 clean innings of work. Shout out to Chad. And then Aroldis Chapman came in to pitch the 10th, and that was all she wrote. He did give up the walk-off run. However, it didn't count as an earned run because the whole runner on second base rule, which is so stupid. But bottom line, the Yankees did lose today 8-7, losing the first of 2 games in Philadelphia. You don't want to see that, especially Domingo Germán versus Aaron Nola tomorrow. It's not going to be the easiest matchup, especially considering Vince Velasquez wasn't really that good entering today's game. So it sucks, but it is what it is. But let's take a look at some of these comments in the chat. I see a lot of people bugging out, which I kind of understand. I get it at this point. But, however, I think we're still getting #PositivePat. Despite the fact the Yankees are 7.5 games out of first place, how am I positive right now? Bro, what? Okay, chat, let this click in your head. It's June 12th, 2021. The New York Yankees are 7.5 games out of first place. What? What? I'm gonna break something. Chat, what do I break? I have a marker. Oh, because then it'll probably like explode on all. No, stupid, bro. 7.5 games out of first. What? Give me a break. And like the Yankee schedule is not getting any lighter, as Wojtek says. Now, after this series, you have to go to Buffalo to play the Blue Jays, where the Yankees got absolutely ripped to shreds last season, and then you have to face the A's, who have been a very good team since like the first week of the season. Wow. But let's take a look at some of these comments in the chat. Let's see if we get any positivity going. Joseph says, at least they fought back. Look at the positive part, and Sanchez is hitting. Exactly. At least the Yankees fought back. Now, obviously, like subconsciously, I would have preferred they don't, because then I don't get my hopes up. You guys know what I'm saying? But I guess it is a good thing to see that the Yankees kind of fought back a little bit. It is what it is. Former eBayer says, everyone should cancel their subs too. Don't give these losers any more money until they win. I hope you're not talking about Unhinged Yankees. I hope you're talking about, like, Yes Network. Because, bro, I have nothing to do with the Yankees' poor performance on the field. Please don't unsub. Speaking of subs, shout out to Chris I Wankow Jr. for subscribing. Appreciate you. Let's see what else we got in the chat. Daniel says we have to capitalize on hitting in a bandbox. Citizens Bank Park, it's a nice park. Sean was actually at the game today. Shout out to Sean. They really didn't get the job done. Simple as that. Michael says, like I said, Yankee season is over by tomorrow. We will be 8 games out. All we do is lose. We will go in a deeper and deeper hole. You know, it's actually like the opposite. The Yankees are the anti-DJ Khaled right now, right? So, like, all he does is win. Like, all they do is win no matter what. But, like, all the Yankees do is lose no matter what. So, like, there's no winning here. We don't win in New York anymore. I guess that's just how things go. It is what it is, chat. And unfortunately, like, we're at the point where we're just like, we have to sit back and just watch the train just ram into the side of a building. That's essentially what we're doing. We're watching okay, here, let me paint a picture for you guys. We're sitting in our house, right? I'm looking out the window. I see a car on fire. The car's on fire. I can't do anything to go save the car that's on fire, right? Obviously, no people are being harmed in the car. I'm just saying. Like, bro, I just have to watch it burn. It's entertainment. The Yankees right now are just like a slow burn. It's an entertaining burn. You don't watch the Yankees anymore looking for, like, quality baseball. You watch the Yankees just to, like, watch a dumpster fire. It's sad, but it's true. But moving on, let's see what else we got in the chat. KG Baseball says, oh, man, I was there, too. I wish I saw Sean. Sean was telling me he was getting rowdy with some Phillies fans. I don't know. I don't know if you did, too, KG Baseball. But Daniel says, can you keep Boone picking his nose on the screen all stream? We could cut back to it. Where was the Boone picking his nose picture? Was it this one? No. Was it this one? No. This one. Yes. So, chat, once again, admire. This is your manager of the New York Yankees. It's manager of the New York Yankees. Moving on. Let's take a look at some other comments here. Also, I guess we should speak on this for a little bit. In case this day couldn't have gone any worse, Luis Severino got hurt in his rehab start in Brooklyn. I believe a pulled groin, which should probably set him back like 2 to 3 months, because not only is he going to have to rehab that, but also he's going to have to work his arm back to strength when he comes back as well. So I think now we kind of went from the timeline of Severino from going to July, and now it looks like the timeline's going to be September, the earliest. The Yankees are not going to be getting Luis Severino back until September at the minimum. What? Who cursed the Yankees? Who placed like a voodoo hex on this team? I need to know, because we need to have a conversation. Just don't put a curse on me. Like, I just want to talk. I need to know why. I need to know what we could do as a fan base to kind of just take this curse off the Yankees. I need to know. Oh. We've gone through multiple highs and lows so far. We're only like 12 minutes into the stream, but we've gone from positive Pat to angry Pat, back to positive Pat, back to angry Pat, back to like Pat losing his mind, back to like Pat having positivity for the future, but now I'm back to being like Pat who like thinks the season's over. What a roller coaster of emotions. Damn. Former eBayer says if they fire Boone, there's a chance of getting a wild card. Chat, let me know right now. Just answer with a simple yes or no in the chat. You're GM for the Yankees right now. Are you firing Aaron Boone, yes or no? I think you have to. Like, you're looking at this Yankees team that had so much potential going into the season, and I know, like, it might not be entirely Boone's fault, sure, but he's the face of that team right now, and their struggles kind of focus on him, no? It has to. Okay, so I'm looking at these answers. It looks like 90% of you guys said yes. I see like a handful of no's. I see like 1, 2, 3. I see like 3 no's. In the offseason, maybe that can make sense. But chat, let's not forget, this is the manager that Brian Cashman said in the offseason he wants to be the Yankees manager for the next 10 years. Damn. I think the first one to go has to be Marcus Timms. The Yankees offense has come around a little bit, but unfortunately he's just like a figurehead. He would have to be a guy that's just thrown under the bus to kind of just wake this team up. It's just so crazy because if any of you guys have any time tonight, any time to blow, go back and watch the stream that the whole Unhinged team did, right? It was me, Brandon, Para, Brian, Jalen, Sean. We did it the day before the season started, where we kind of made our predictions for this season. It's so crazy to see how 180 things went in the span of 2.5 months. We were looking at this Yankees team as a team that was going to be unstoppable in the American League. We thought that they were going to run away with the American League East. And here we are on June 12th, 7.5 games out of first place. Something has gone seriously wrong. It's not even like they've had so many injuries. Aaron Judge has been healthy for just about the whole season. Stanton has only missed a couple weeks. Glaber's been around just about all season. These guys have been there all season, and they're not getting the job done. It's as simple as that. And I think at that point, you have to look at the coaching staff and be like, look, something's not going right here. There's just not. I don't know. But let's take a look at some of these other comments in the chat. Alexander says, with last year starting July 27th and the new rules, I don't know. I just still am not into this season. I hope by next year I'll be back into watching every game. 17 through 19 was rough on me. I get it. This is why I tell you guys, if you have something you could be doing on the side while you're watching these Yankee games, do it. Do not dedicate 3 sole hours of your time to watching the Yankees. If you have better, more productive things you could be doing in life, do the laundry while the Yankees are on in the background. Take out the garbage, mow your lawn, and listen to the game. Literally just don't waste your time sitting back on your couch unless you really want to. Unless you really want to. But it's just not worth your time anymore. But moving on. What else we got in the chat? THG says, and somehow we thought that this year the AL/AL East was wide open, ready for the taking. We really thought. We genuinely thought, bro. We were looking at, like, the Yankees' competition this season and saying, like, the Yankees are easily the team to beat, right? And clearly that's just not the case anymore. Oh, well. Michael says, it's something how we doubted the AL this year. Remember how we thought the AL was going to be such a cakewalk? Now we eat our own words, and we're on life support right now. It's kind of true. That is kind of true. You know what we need to hype us up? Let me run back one of the donations just so we can see the Brian finger guns. Because that's the only thing that makes me happy. Run back Yankees highlights once. Come on. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. Listen, Brian doing the little finger guns, that's the only thing that makes me happy regarding, like, the Yankees anymore. That's really it. But as far as Brian goes, Brian's going to be on the pregame tomorrow. The Yankees do play tomorrow at 1 p.m. So me and Brian are going to be live for the pregame at 12. So should be a fun one tomorrow. It's going to be early, but we got this. Let's see. Adam says this is a joke. Boone. I think we saw some good things from Tyone. We will keep making adjustments. Can we talk about Jameson Tyone for a little bit? The dude has been so disappointing. This was easily his most disappointing start his entire Yankee career. I predicted he was going to have like a typical Tyone start where he goes 5 and 3 earned runs like the usual. But no. He literally just 4 earned runs, 1 out. Who would have thought? Unbelievable. Let's see what else we got in the chat. Garrett Martin says, somehow Giraffe Neck Mark transferred the Mets' misery to us by doing some voodoo magic. The Yankees need a witch doctor in the dugout. That's like the only way to go. Who watched Madagascar? Didn't the giraffe guy want to be a voodoo doctor? What's his name? Chat, someone tell me what the giraffe's name is in Madagascar. The giraffe. It's not Martin. I want to say it's Martin, but it's not. It's the Ross from Friends voices him. What is the guy's Melman? Yes! Thank you, Yankee fan for life. You're a legend. Melman. Yes. See, this is why we have the best chat. Looks like a lot of people knew Melman. All right, solid. The Yankees need, like, Melman to go to the dugout and literally just, like, take this voodoo curse off this team. That's all we need. But let's take a look at some of these other comments. Big Brain Borg says, Pat, the Yankees have sucked since you started solo streams, just letting you know. That's just not true. That's literally not true. We've been doing solo streams for what, like 3 weeks now? The Yankees only sucked for like 2. So you guys are trying to blame this on me now. I'll just stop streaming altogether then. How about that? Streams canceled forever. If that'll make you guys happy. Lori says Jameson Tyone. But I get it because it's like Fallon. Okay, cool. Nice. I liked it. Pat, did you see Ken Rosenthal's article in The Athletic? The problems are from Cashman on down. Wandy might be next option. If the Yankees literally optioned Wandy Peralta, they should be ashamed of themselves. Because you got rid of Mike Tauchman for Wandy Peralta, and you end up optioning the dude because he's just not good. The Yankees really thought they'd find like another diamond in the rough with Wandy Peralta. It just wasn't. He wasn't that guy. He's never going to be that guy. Brian Cashman, wake up. You're not like you're not Bill Nye the Science Guy, bro. You can't just that was a really bad analogy. But like you can't just pick diamonds out of dirt. Don't diamonds form in dirt though? Whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Alexander says #blame Pat. Solid. Woof to the T says, I was at the game, GG's. I feel so bad. I really feel so bad. If you want, you might have to, like, ask for a refund. Be like, look, I just didn't have a good time, Yankees. Like, maybe send them an email. Be like, look, you guys are just so bad. I need a refund for my tickets. You can't make chicken salad out of chicken poop. That's pretty solid, too. Henry says, Tauchman is tearing it up, batting 186. I never said Mike Tauchman is a legend, though. However, he's not that bad compared to Wandy Peralta. He's had some big hits for the Giants. He would be an awesome piece on the Yankees bench. I'm sorry. I apologize. But Frank says Tyone should not own anything. All right, I like it. You know what? Chat's got some jokes today. So you know what we're going to do? I'm going to boost everybody's spirits a little bit. Everyone give me your best joke in the chat. Winner gets a shout out. Bang. Give me your best joke. But Yankee Fan for Life says, time to admit that we aren't the team to beat in the American League. The team to beat is the Rays, White Sox, and maybe the Astros. We all know what happened when they entered the playoffs. I guess. No, I guess. Like, I kind of admitted this a while ago, though, that the Yankees just aren't the team to beat in the American League anymore. I think they've kind of proved that to us. And for the point that they turned it around, maybe, we could possibly look back on that and say that we were wrong and that they are still the best team. But right now the Yankees aren't the best team in the American League. It's just as simple as that. Oh, God. Fritz says, maybe Hal and Cashman going to learn next month how being cheap pays off. At least investing in mediocre quality. Tyone's story was already written while trading. Now could sell tickets nobody want to see. And it ends up being true, right? The Yankees didn't want to end up paying a little bit extra for Joe Musgrove. Bang. Look at what happens. Joe Musgrove is an absolute dog right now. I believe his ERA this season is like 2.5. James Santiago can't make it out of the first inning just because the Yankees were a little bit cheap. I'm just saying. Looks like we got some jokes in the chat. Yankee Fan for Life says, Pat, time to bring back the Unhinged roster. Maybe with that makes things turn around. Okay, chat, here's the thing. Unhinged roster on the lives, you guys know it ends up being a very difficult situation. Working with everybody's schedule, working with everybody's internet connection. It's tough. That's why you guys are still going to see the roster on live. However, it's only going to be a few times a week. Like Brian is coming on tomorrow. You'll probably see either Sean or Jalen at least once next week. You guys are going to see them on live, and you're going to see them 100% on record episodes. But enjoy hashtag SoloPad on the live streams for the most part. Bang. Listen, if you guys really think I'm bad luck, I have a bridge to sell you. I'm not bad luck. Jinxes aren't real. But let's take a look at some of these jokes. Pat Soggy Chicken Bucket says, knock, knock, who's there? Not the Yankees. That's like a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Your name is like a 7 out of 10, though. I really like your name. Big Brain Borg says, Pat, are you still standing by your predictions? Yes, I am. I'm still standing by them. Just because I'm still banking on the fact that the Yankees might go and trade for somebody at the deadline and drastically improve this team. However, if they don't, I'm looking at this team and I'm changing my predictions entirely. If the Yankees walk into the month of August with this current roster construction, they're not winning anything. Super V says, here's a joke, Pat. The Yankees will win the World Series this year. It's like a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, I'll give you that. Klebs says the biggest joke of New York baseball is the Yankees. All right, solid. That's like a 4 out of 10. Alex says the best joke, the Yankees. Fair. Another 5 out of 10. No, none of these jokes really like pique my interest too much. Where I'm like, bang, that's a 9 out of 10. Never. You guys are never gonna have a 10 out of 10 joke. Like, it's just impossible for that. Just because if I rate you 10 out of 10, that means you're like you're top notch as far as jokes go, and that means like nothing could ever beat it. So it's like everybody's gonna be around like the 9 range, if it is good. But let's see. Frank says, did Boone ever hit over 200? You know what's crazy? If Aaron Boone never hit that home run in 2003, the Yankees would literally not have him as the manager right now. He's the Yankees manager because of the home run he hit. It's as simple as that. Whatever. Daniel says, what's the difference between Wandy Peralta and a bowler? The bowler can throw a competitive strike. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Shout out to Daniel. That's like a 9 out of 10 joke right there. That's a solid joke. But what's the difference between Wandy Peralta and a bowler? The bowler can throw a competitive strike. I like it. I love that one, actually. Garrett says, Gio at the end of the game threw the World Series hopes at Gary Sanchez, and it got away. Solid. I like that. Fritz says, home runs, Yankees 3, Phillies 0. For sure, average, not most important stat, but for filling bases, can't always rely on walks. Solo home runs ain't enough. Average counts. Ability to make solid contact runs, scoring position. It's true. Yeah, for sure. Alexander says, every time I see that Yankees moments on Yes, I laugh saying that's the only reason why he's the manager. They show it at least once a week. It's kind of odd, but... Sorry, Chad, I need some water. I've actually, like, my throat hurts from ranting. I literally rant, like, at least once a night, every night of the week. It's getting to be enough already. Kleb says, how many Yankee fans does it take to change a light bulb? None. They'll just stand in the dark talking about how good the old one was. You know, I kind of disagree. Yankee fans aren't like that anymore. Yankee fans are kind of just about as fed up with the team as any other fan base is right now. Yankee fans don't really care about what happened in the past anymore. It happened so long ago. The Yankees haven't won a World Series in 11 years. No, more than that. 12 years. 12 years at this point. I don't think any fans are kind of sitting around anymore talking about how good the team used to be. All that matters is that this team currently sucks. Whatever. P Money says Boone lets Chapman not. Thank God Cashman's not pitching. I'll tell you that much. P Money says Boone lets Chapman pitch to a guy hitting 330 and has won a batting title with first base open, 1 out, and winning run on third. LOL, shaking my head. It is what it is. Frank says the Yankees team is so bad that the next time they win, Sterling will have a heart attack. Do we think the Yankees are going to win tomorrow? Or do we think that they're going to get swept in Philly and kind of enter the off day on Monday just on a 3-game slide? I really hope that they win tomorrow. I really do. Because, like, you need some sort of momentum going into this Philly series. Like, you have to. If you walk into Buffalo losing 3 straight and getting swept by the Phillies, you're done. Your season is over. We're in the middle of June already. Okay, everyone is saying we're going to get swept. Except for Jay Garcia. Jay Garcia says, yes, Herman will win. Shout out to Jay Garcia. Jay, if the Yankees win tomorrow, I'm giving you a major shout out on stream because you're the only one that's positive about this team going into tomorrow's game. So shout out to Jay. But I mean, other than that, I'm kind of on board with the rest of you. I don't think the Yankees win tomorrow. If I'm going to be honest, I really don't think they're going to win tomorrow. I just don't see it. However, chat, you guys know how drastically things change, right? You guys know the Yankees. We could show up tomorrow and score 8 runs and give up 2 and win, and then the total vibe is going to be completely different going into Buffalo. So while right now you guys might think they're going to be swept, things can change in a heartbeat. Look at how negative the vibes were going into the Minnesota series. Bang, after the first 2 games, we're kind of looking at the Yankees like, oh, this team is back. And that's within the span of 2 days. So who knows how quickly things could happen. But obviously, as of right now, it's not looking too good at all. We got Swainer in the chat, though. Shout out to Swainer. Daniel says, old Valentine's Day pickup line, but I'll post it again. Are you Devi Garcia after the first inning of a postseason game? Because I want to take you out. I remember that one, Daniel, and I love it. That's one of my favorite jokes of all time. I actually forgot about it, but I think I'm going to start using that one. I'm definitely going to start using it again. Quality stuff. But Jordan says fire Cashman. I'm so torn on, like, I think the Yankees' struggles right now are kind of, they're hanging in the balance of multiple areas, right? I don't know whether to put the blame on Brian Cashman, Aaron Boone, Marcus Timms, or just the players. Chat, who are you guys putting the blame on? Are you putting the blame on option A, Brian Cashman, or Marcus Timms, or Aaron Boone, or the players? Which one? You guys have 4 options. Brian Cashman, Aaron Boone, Marcus Timms, or the players. Who are you putting the blame on? I think personally, I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both. Or put the blame on Hal. Are you guys putting the blame on Hal? All the above? That's fair. I think it is a little bit of everything. I think you got to blame Cashman, Boone, Timms, and the roster. I think it's a little bit of everybody just not getting the job done. It's fair. Even Hal. Hal gets thrown into that mix too. Hal, spend some money, bro. Hal, look at me. Lock eyes. Spend some money. Please. I get myself way too worked up. Like, this is just unbelievable. Swainer says, Pat, I've been under disguise as Pat Soggy Chicken Bucket since the Astros series. That's actually game-changing. Swainer, I never knew that you were Pat Soggy Chicken Bucket. I didn't know who Pat Soggy Chicken Bucket was, but now that it's Swainer, shout out to you because I love that name. Super V says, Pat, what's the difference between the Yankees and a hairdresser? They can put on a hair bunt. Huh? What is that? What's a hair bunt? Super V, if I wish I knew. I wish I could laugh. I don't know what that is. Oh, so Daniel's putting the blame on me. Guys, the blame is on me. I apologize for kind of destroying the Yankees season. The first season where I decide, you know what, I'm going to stream every day, pregame and postgame, and do recorded videos, the Yankees just decide to be trash. So I guess that's probably my fault, right? Hashtag blame Pat in the chat. I really do apologize. But Ed King says maybe they're just not that good, the players. But here's my thing. Like, you look at the Yankees on paper this year. The Yankees on paper are better than they were in 2019 when that team won 100 games. Easy. on paper, but they just don't have the same production on the field. And it's so frustrating. Yankee Fan for Life says trade Chapman to the Padres or Dodgers to deplete those farm systems. I was actually thinking about it. Chapman to the Padres deal would make so much sense for both sides. It really would. I might be in the mood to trade Chapman. I don't know. But that sucks. Bright says, Swainer, I have a theory. Pat Soggy Chicken Bucket originated from the Unhinged Yankees series Chicken Bucket Boys, featuring Paris Skiva, Fontos, and Brian Gennaro. Wow! You guys remember Chicken Bucket Boys? Who remembers Chicken Bucket Boys? All over the field. I mean, because now you can't really use Severino coming back as like an excuse as like your deadline acquisition, right? You just can't. Maybe you could do it with Kluber still. I don't know when Kluber's expected to be back. I think he's still expected to be back sometime in July, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to see if there's any updates on him. But looks like there hasn't been an update for a week. But as early as a week ago, his time frame was 8 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So that means he's probably going to miss like all of June and then come back like mid-July, which like wouldn't be a terrible thing, but it sets him back to come back at like a perfect time to be like, oh, the Yankees trade deadline acquisition. I don't know. But listen, shout out to Jeff. He says, hi, Pat. I'm in pain. This game triggered my depression. This team is crap. But chat, this is what I tell you guys. Literally, do not let the Yankees bother you. Like, I know it's like much easier said than done. It is what it is. But like, it's getting to the point where it's like, I don't understand like why you guys get your hopes up. Like, you guys know this team. You know that they're setting you up for disappointment every damn day of the week. It is what it is at this point. I'm sorry. But kind of going into tomorrow's game, do I have confidence? A little bit. Just because the Yankees didn't put up such a putrid performance today. If Jameson Taillon actually pitched like a decent game and didn't just give the Yankees one out and gave them like 5 innings, 3 earned, they would have won today. So it just seems like they can't get the offense and the pitching working at the same exact time. I don't know. It's odd. But the worst part is, starting on July 1st, the Yankees do have 100% capacity. And with that being said, the team's just going to be god-awful when that happens. Swainer says, Pat, where's Brandon? Brandon is no longer a part of media content simply because that's his choice. Brandon wants to be writer. That's simple as that. Let's see. Yankee Fan for Life says, it feels like we're playing Moneyball. Last time I checked, we have money unlike the Rays in Cleveland, but I guess we care about money. I guess so. It seems like the Yankees are playing Moneyball as a very large market team. It's very strange. I've never seen like a large market team kind of like go down to the bottom feeders and be like, oh, we want to be like the Rays or the A's or the Royals. Like, no, be the New York Yankees and actually spend some money. It is what it is, bro. As Henry said, you have to immune yourself to sport pain. I'm used to this being a Knicks and Browns fan. It's literally just as simple as that. You just have to kind of get numb to it, kind of like I am. It is what it is. I don't even know anymore. But chat, with that being said, that is going to wrap things up for today's postgame. I will see you guys tomorrow for the pregame at 12 o'clock. I'll be live with Brian. If you guys want to join the Discord, I'm going to pop the link in the chat. But the link is in the description as well. Discord's pretty fun. We got a bunch of people in there now, so if you guys want to hop on there, go for it. But with that being said, check out the other links in the description. We have merchandise, unhingedclothing.shop, as well as Newsbreak, posting exclusive content on there. Also, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more. We're going live before and after every single Yankees game this season. Appreciate you all for stopping by, despite the fact that the Yankees have been brutal lately. But once again, I will see you guys tomorrow, 12 p.m. with Brian for the pregame. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Let's go, Yankees. Peace.